I was waiting for the boss to bring them, but he's hopeless.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to a very special edition of Behind the Grill. It's the NAPA Roadshow, Central Muscle Cars, coming to you live from round 4 at Manfeild. And who do we have here? Well, we have some of the finest people. It's attracted just the most wonderful guests you could ever imagine. We have
Ugly one. Oh, sorry.
Dean Hansen. Is that right?
Yeah, that's him.
It's Andy Knight. Everybody who's anybody knows Andy Knight. And of course Clark Hopkins, who claimed a bit of a checkered flag glory this afternoon, mate. The talk is already pretty heavy through the garages that you've been sandbagging.
Yeah, sandbag today. Put an extra bit of weight in the car, you know, cars. Cut a bit off so I could drive a bit better, so the doc would be pretty wrapped.
Well, we should talk about that, because are you actually allowed to drive with a arm cast on? How did you get away with that?
Well, rang them up before I come down, because I wasn't going to travel all the way down here and be turned around. But when I went to get on the track this morning, they stopped me because I couldn't put my glove on.
Yes.
And he said, we're not going to let you out without the gloves. So Rusty went and cut up one of my Alpine Star gloves, and I managed to squeeze it on. But I couldn't get it right on, it kept falling off. So got a crap qualifying time and let Foggy put it on pole.
Oh, that's your excuse, eh?
Yeah. Here we go.
You know?
Well, the point is, you did get a win, but you're actually still way out of the points, aren't you? Let's be real here.
I'm sitting fourth, I think.
I mean, really? But see, look at them. Oh,
well,
and he's elevated himself already.
So
this is how it works.
Let's just go back how do the points work here, because let's not forget Dean Hansen caused a whole race here to be cut out. Then we didn't even have a restart, and then he gives himself second place overall for that weekend. I mean, come on.
Didn't he change the points? Didn't he change the rules as well? He changed the rules, the club rules to suit.
And then Hampton Downs, he had a DNF.
Yeah.
And he got that overturned
I went by the rule book, thank you
Did
very
you?
much. Yes.
Yeah. But didn't you try to change the rule book?
He did.
As Club Pres, you tried to do a bit of politics,
Yeah,
change
but
the
it was
rules.
for the benefit of the class, right?
Not you?
No.
But
I tried to give everyone points.
Who did it benefit the most, Andy?
Yeah, who benefits?
His wheel falls off the middle of the track and we're like, hello, and he still gets second place. How does that work?
Shut up.
All right, let's talk about some stuff that's happening at the track today and of course tomorrow. We've got high temperatures and you are limited on tyres. We know there's been a supply issue with tyres for the category. Who's got the most tyres? How many you got, Andy? How many new ones have you got left that you're not going to tell anybody?
16, haven't you?
We've got 2 new ones left for tomorrow.
Okay, so is that going to actually do anything?
Probably not.
Really?
No, we'll use them in the morning and who knows?
Okay.
I don't know. Probably won't help us.
All right, what about you? What do you got?
I've got nothing. I'm on tyres. I've got 2 tyres from last season and 2 from Pookie.
So you are genuine old tyres. You've just been called out by some of your category members here.
Yeah.
No, they're marked this season.
Here we go. See, this is. I knew this would happen. I'm telling you, I knew on this live stream this would happen.
They've done. They did around last year and around this year, so they're marked tyres from this.
So they're legal tyres.
So they've actually done. This is their 3rd round.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the best of.
So basically, they're down to the wire. And because of your high driving skill, you're able to still go out there and compete.
Totally,
is that what you're talking about now?
Yeah, that's why I come almost last in that race.
Yeah, well, what did happen in the last race? Because you got absolutely swamped. Spat out the back like a bubble.
Yep, new clutch.
Yes.
And it caught me out. First time stalled on the start.
Oh, you actually stalled?
Yep. Luckily, this man here didn't date me up the Jaxie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you line him up, though? You think about it, Andy?
I know he's wanted to in the past, but...
I'd say Angus was lining it, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So you're down on tyres. You got 2 left. Would you go front or rear, and what difference does it make if you put them on the front or rear? Because there'd be some people watch and go, well, what is 2 going to do? Or do you go NASCAR, left or right?
No, rear man.
Rear man.
Rear?
Yeah.
Two on the rear.
Okay, 2 on the rear.
2 on the rear and 2 good other used ones on the front.
Okay, and what about you? What do you got left?
Oh, bugger all.
Okay.
You got used tyres? No, I have not. Craig
Probably
Booth.
8 brand new ones.
Yeah. Craig Booth's probably got about 50. He's sitting in Nelson's shed, by the way. But you can't break in there because it's got a smoke screens here.
So you got no tyres either?
No, I've got 4 tyres that have done 2 races, so I'll be able to do 2 races tomorrow.
That's still pretty
tyres.
good because they're sandbagged.
Because he sandbagged. Yeah.
This track's pretty good on tyres, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, like it's,
and there's some people who don't quite understand. What are these boys talking about sandbagging?
Install, mate. You need to go to the gym there.
Here it is. So the rules are for a handicap.
I will.
Explain, Club Pres, explain very simply, because you're a simple person, so you should be able to explain this very simply, the sandbagging joke that goes on all the time. Try and explain that to the viewers.
Well, that's how Hopkins gets his wins. He qualifies poorly.
Yes.
Okay, yep.
And then he blitzes everyone in the
in the handy grip.
This is what happens when you win a race. Everyone gets a bit jealous, you know, and it's because everyone wants to take the glory. Like I didn't sandbag anything. I turned up late yesterday. I was lucky to get a test on the track.
That's
Got a
not
broken arm.
Unnormal.
Like,
Broken arm,
you know,
yeah.
the last time we turned up the track, when you get the engine in the car till 4 o'clock in the morning. So I mean, what do you expect? You can't go out there and dust everyone.
There's all these excuses coming out, Andy.
There's no excuses.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, put me in Angus's car. I'll start at the back and beat everyone. Hit the push the pass button. Where we go?
Oh, here we go. Andy, you were talking about what you like about your car on this track is it gets the power to the ground. In the handicap races, it lets you go past people. It's just the way it is, and it happened today, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's really good here. It stops and it's got good straight line power and makes it really easy to pass these other guys.
You complained to yourself after race 1 when you fried your brakes. Have you solved that, or are you changing your driving style?
Maybe I probably drove too hard for a start.
Yep.
And tried to catch Angus under brakes every time and cook them myself, I'd say.
But that is your job. When you're chasing someone, that's your job to do whatever you can to try and get past them, isn't it? You can't just hold back.
Yeah.
You can't be like Clark Hopkins and just hang back. And
hang back and
Yeah.
13
Hang
dead
back.
and
Yeah.
13 dead in race 1, 12-2 in the handicap.
yeah, that's right. So you have to push hard. That's yeah. Well, there we go. He's suffering here, isn't
My
he?
best time's on 11 at time.
He's gonna walk away soon.
I mean, hey, yeah, you push things, but you always take that. I mean, you've crashed in the end wall down here, haven't you, Andy? Like that.
Yeah.
You're winning the race too, weren't you?
Yeah, brakes again.
Yeah, brakes
you know?
again.
It's everything about you is the brakes.
That's a
eh?
problem.
Well, what did you do on Friday? What did you break on Friday?
Not the brakes.
Oh, what did you break? Because people won't know you actually did break.
Pin at the bottom of the upright that holds the upright on.
Yes.
And made sure everyone had no practice.
Okay. It's a fundamental part of the car, eh? Those things that hold things together.
He's probably lucky
is.
the car's
Yeah.
still in one piece, really.
Yeah.
If that brakes on your car, you're going at a high speed. You're in serious
Well, you were
trouble.
lucky it was on the slow hairpin. I mean,
No,
what's...
it was on Higgins. so-
Higgins.
Oh, Higgins.
Yeah.
So what sort of speed are you guys doing on Higgins? Give or take, because you don't have speedos. What do you reckon you're doing? 100 into there?
It'd be easy doing 100 mile an hour going up to there.
160 going into there and into the wall. Oh, that's pleasant.
Sand.
Oh, 160 into the sand.
Up there.
Yeah, it's all right.
238 into braking.
Into the brake. See, Angus is doing
Oh,
274 kilometres an hour over everyone else. You'll hear from him soon on this wonderful panel show. I want to talk more about you now because of your failings today. Let's be real. I mean, you killed your clutch.
I made one mistake.
Your car is an absolute gem, and you wreck it by destroying the clutch and then sticking in a new one and ended up back at the field. Are you sorted? Are you going to stall again
honestly,
tomorrow? What's the deal?
We probably should have changed it before the round.
Oh,
But, you know, we tried to get the most out of everything.
okay.
So that's probably our human error. And then, yeah, I stuffed it up.
Yeah.
Normally we'd replace it in the shed.
Yes.
Come to the track, we've got practice, so
Yes.
we get used to the new clutch, and it's not a problem.
Oh, it was nice of the boys to swap it out though, for you.
Yeah.
Did you
He's
help?
out in the
Actually,
week gallivanting. That's why he doesn't get it done.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
not doing any work on his car. He's out selling cars, or he's doing a deal somewhere.
Yeah.
Make a
Oh,
dollar
go and
somewhere.
pick this lid up for my car, can you? Oh,
See, that-
seems to be in the sticks.
I
to pick
knew
it
this
up.
kind of unfiltered stuff would start to happen, but I'm
much cheaper
warning
to
you
get the
now,
boys to do it
people.
at
The
the
next 3 could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Why'd
Really,
you get a payment
really
during the week?
dangerous. I mean, look at. Okay. So, tactics for tomorrow. Where are you going to be starting tomorrow? Do you know, since you won?
Oh, probably 13th or something again.
So that's kind of 3/4, 2/3 of the way down the field.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Halfway-ish.
Halfway in my eyes.
Halfway-ish. And what about you guys?
13.
You'll be at the back,
Yeah.
won't you?
Oh, yeah.
At the back with Angus, and Dean will be
I'll be
just in front.
somewhere there, yeah.
So were
20
you sandbagging?
21.
Is this
No.
whole clutch thing just a sandbagging
I've
issue as
never
well?
sandbagged. I've got to beat this booty guy. I can't sandbag.
Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is you were slower than him in practice on Friday.
Yep.
You were slower than him, I'm just rubbing this in, on qualifying this morning.
Yep.
But you got him in the
Faster in
race.
race one.
You got him in the race.
Yep,
And
yep.
you've got him.
That's-
No, you didn't get in the second race.
No, I didn't.
But the
No, I
first
was
one.
slow in the second race.
Yeah, okay. But
I
you got him in the
his
first.
head. I got in his head.
So you're playing mind games with him.
Certainly. Yeah.
Okay. And you beat him.
Yeah.
Which means that tomorrow he shouldn't even bother turning up. Is that what
He-
you're saying?
No, he shouldn't. He should stay at home, actually.
Really?
And you've got to be fair to Dino too, because I mean, he hasn't got a $40,000 manifold on his car. So, you know.
Oh, what stories are we hearing now?
Well, you know, Booty's manifold. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, glisten's gold.
Gold
mate.
plated.
Oh,
it's
really, is it?
beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to get some video content of that.
Lovely. Yeah.
Really?
I want to lick it. Is that good?
Hey, are we talking about the
I
manifold?
told you this was going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Booty knows, Booty.
2 rounds left though. 2 rounds left after this one,
Yep.
which is what, 4, 8, 10 races in total for the championship, still plus some qualifying points, guys.
Yeah.
It's still nowhere near done. is it?
Oh, nah.
I mean, the only person who basically is done now is Dean Perkins.
Yes.
He's gone. He's killed his
He's
engine
out.
again, so his season is over. But, you know, I spoke to Angus Fogg earlier today, and he goes, nah, there's no chance if you have a DNF. You can't make it. But you can, can't you? I think he was just playing mind games. You can come back with 10 races.
You've had a DNF, haven't you?
I've had a DNF and
Yep.
a 50-point penalty.
Yep. So it is possible.
I haven't started a race, and so anyone can be there.
Okay.
Anything can happen to anyone's car, you know, like engine trouble and things like that. I mean, Perkins he's had it quite lucky, like the last 4 seasons. Everything that breaks on his car breaks in practice.
Okay.
So he's always come back and, you know, been able to race the car and not miss any races. So that's why he's been quite consistent, you know. But he'd be spewing now. He's given his engine a foggy, and foggy's going.
Yeah, true.
The only reliable one.
Yeah, and this is a second engine too, isn't it? That he's
Yep.
It's his new
this
one.
season. It's his new, so that's quite upsetting. But he seemed to be in reasonable spirits this afternoon. If you don't, you cry, don't you? You either laugh with the lads or you cry.
He's had his turn.
I think he'll be crying.
He'll be crying
He'll
now.
be crying in the trailer.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So what about you? You're still holding sway in second in the
See,
championship.
nah, Booty's just got me today.
Okay, so now you're third, or is
Third.
Andy?
No,
Nah,
thanks.
I'm third. I think Booty's 2 points in front of me
Okay.
now. And I don't know how many behind.
3 behind
Three
you,
behind me.
So
yeah.
basically still nothing in it.
So
How far ahead is Buzzy been?
Wallace is
He's
28 points.
He's 29
Okay.
in front of me.
All right.
He's only be 24 in front of Craig now.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing
So
in it.
he's got a good buffer. Like,
Okay,
He lost
but
14
as I
points
say,
today,
there's
though.
still 10 races, 3 qualifying sessions, and the points for the qualifying are important.
Yeah.
But especially when there's only 3 points separating you guys now.
Yep.
It's the same thing, doesn't help you.
So
You qualify shit, you get, you know, doesn't help you, does it? My point
Take-
taken.
no, but you take out a race
Dickheads.
win, eh?
yeah.
Take out a
Well,
race
race
win.
win's always good,
I'll
but,
just,
you know.
I'll just let him go, eh? Just let him go.
Oh, sorry, I took
Your
over.
arm isn't actually broken either, is it?
No, it's
It's not actually
You want me to have it
broken.
on your head or
It's
your
not
seat?
actually broken. I bet you've
You're
just
right in
turned
the
up with that and go,
range,
oh, woe is me, I killed an engine and it took me till 4 a.m. to get it going and now I've got a broken arm.
Yeah.
You're quite funny for a short man, aren't you? You know, you're at the right height there. Whack!
It's a dangerous, dangerous
Knock out the
world we
host.
live in. I think now would probably
What a
be a
good show.
really good time for us to take a wee break. Let these guys go back to their lattes and wine spritzers. I think the sausages are on the barbie, are they?
They are. They're ready to go, yes.
All right, it's time for a break. Let's get these guys rid, and we'll bring in 3 that just scare me. Back soon.
See you later.
I turn back, you look the other way. How I wish that I could see. Took a chance, took all my strength to say. I think that I'ma need you. If the truth talks, will you let me stay? Don't put me in the background, Don't put me in the background, There's a fire that burns when I think of you, sends me back to days when our love was new. Higher to places I never knew. Fire, fire, our love was light. If the coast calls, will you come away? Right home the way we used to. Hold on to me. Got me dreaming we could be runaways. Don't put me in the background, Don't put me in the background, There's a fire burns when I think of you, sends me back to days when our love was new. Higher to places I
Oh,
Welcome back to round 2 here of the NAPA Central Muscle Cars Roadshow special. And now I introduce 3 people that I am nervous about. I will be honest here. Craig Boot, Angus Fogg, Steve Neuer. Thanks for coming along, guys. Steve Neuer, of course, being the company man, brings the NAPA hat. Well done, son.
great sponsor.
That's how you represent.
That's our number one
That is
sponsor.
bad karma doing that. It's not good in Māori. You're not allowed to put a hat on the top.
Is it really?
Oh, good. You should know that, Craig. Come on.
There he
There we
goes.
go. There we go.
Well, that's sorted, eh?
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Ka pai.
Tony Farr's just got himself a free hat.
Got to get it right. Got to get it right.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with you.
Okay, boss.
This points chase is heating up massively. Angus thinks there is no points chase. He's just talking up a game, but there is one for him as well. But your points chase is awesome now.
Yeah, it's good. I reckon it's a 6-car race now.
Yep.
I don't think the points have been this close in this class for quite a long time.
For the championship or just
I
the
reckon
top three? Championship,
Yeah, I think definitely the top 5, and I think somebody's going to come and sneak into that 6th spot if we run in Pukekohe. So it's quite nice to get in front of Dean for once,
Yep.
to be fair. I mean,
Yep.
sick of death looking behind the back of that bloody Monaro over the last few
It's
meetings.
not a Monaro, it's a HQ
What is it?
Holden,
What is it
mate.
again? What
It's
is
HQ,
what is it again? Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
It's a Holden.
HQ.
HQ, yeah.
HQ with a
Yeah.
with a 10,000 RPM engine.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just nice to get a couple
That'll-
of points above the Dino. You know, he's
Okay.
a pretty good driver, so
Well
it's
done,
good to
mate.
be there. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
I reckon,
Well, yeah, okay. Well, let's go Group 2 for a second.
Yep.
Because you sort of seem to be this season deciding to go, I'll turn up when I turn up. Like this morning, you sort of turn up and decide to jump in your car, and your points are all over the place, but you're still knocking them around a bit.
No, we're okay. But I mean, I was talking to Booty this morning at the coffee shop, and I said, you know, I went to Tony Quinn's book launch, and Tony Quinn, the wise man, said, why waste your time practicing, right? He said, if you're going to practice in a race, because you've got a race car, you should be racing. So yesterday we sort of had a cruisy drive down here. You don't need to practice. Everybody knows the track. Everybody knows their car.
Dino tried that today and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
hero of the year. But
Yeah.
hey, we started the season it's all about having fun, and
Okay.
we're having fun. And it's if we make it, but the same in Group 2. The points chase is getting close.
Yes.
So you just can't stand back and let them run away with it. You got to let them earn the points, so to speak, right?
Does that make sense, Angus? Did anything that Neuer just said make sense?
Penalty.
Oh, wow.
What do you expect? Got to
crash
fix
your
my
car.
car. though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You know, it's
Okay.
some of us are here for the points, some of us are here for the piss.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends what you're really trying to do.
Yeah.
Steve has a great social time. In fact, we all do as a club. But some people are a little bit more serious when it comes to the racing. Hey, for Steve, for what he's doing, he's doing a great job. The man I take my hat off to is the Booty, because he had a roughish start, a bit like I did.
Yes.
Just about completely his car.
Yes.
Thanks to old Neville here, got it back going again, and mine. Bit of a Herculean effort. And mate, it's on fire, and he's just chipping away, mate, and getting better and better every weekend.
Yeah, but-
Not bad for an old fella. Look at this grey hair, mate.
Yeah, it is.
I dye it this colour for crying out loud.
I was saying, it's not even
ladies.
grey, it's more platinum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't
Probably to match the headers in his car.
Yeah.
True.
So
Well,
it's
and the inlet manifold, the $40,000 inlet manifold.
yeah,
That's great. I
the
must
inlet
get myself
manifold.
And the aftershave, don't forget that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Old Spice.
Foggy,
Yeah,
you
Old Spice.
actually said today that you think your season, you have no shot at the championship. Do you genuinely believe you have no shot? Because I
Genuinely.
think a few of the other guys are saying, nah.
Nah, no shot. It's I've watched it for 10 years, this championship, and how the points are run. This might sound dicky, but it doesn't reward winning. The points of the club don't reward winning. They very much reward being consistent and
Yes.
being fast, which the guys, top 3 of the championship, are consistent and fast.
Yes.
So that's how a lot of championships are won. Some of the series I've been involved with, the points gap is a little bit different. So if you have a crap run, you can fight back. And if you are generally winning all the time, you can fight your way back. This one you really can't. So if you're either there all the time, or you're kind of just biting away at the, hey, if I can get in the top 5, I haven't even looked at the points. I'm not here for the points necessarily, but if we're just going to keep doing the best we can and see what happens at the end of the year.
Okay.
That's all you can do.
I suppose then that's...
Hanson might blow a motor tomorrow.
Yes.
He will, because he might. What'd you do with that bucket of sand? Put it down the carburetor? Yeah. Neville's got it letting tyres down. Yeah, well, don't worry, we've got a couple of little
stock car drivers in
couple
there.
old married tricks up our
Yeah,
sleeve, mate.
yeah, choices. Bro. I guess that's how a lot of the overseas international categories work, isn't it? It's about, you see, NASCAR, perfect example. You can win a championship by not winning races.
Correct?
Formula One,
Yep,
Indy, all the same thing.
pretty much.
Okay, which is how Dean Hanson actually won last season. He didn't win all the races, just
I don't think
consistent.
he won one race, but he was
Didn't
very
win any.
consistent. He was very consistent and
Yeah.
reliable, and that's all part of the whole team side of it and
Yes.
social side of it. Everybody helps out. Yeah, it's a different kind of a series. But hey, don't get me wrong. Everybody's here to win. Nobody come here to do funny things with chickens. Well, maybe you did. Oh, Hopkins.
Yeah, Clark Hopkins, that's right. That's why he got a broken arm. Yeah, no, that's not a chicken. So, did you have to adapt then your mentality of racing from the other
Let's not
categories
talk
you've
about my
done,
mentality of racing.
other racing categories
That's
you've
a
done in the
whole other
past?
show.
Yeah,
That's a whole other
that's a whole
Yeah.
therapy type of show. To coming into the Central Muscle Cars knowing that?
Well, I didn't. You don't study the rules before you get here. Well, you study the rules, but not the points.
No doubt about that.
We've got to be able to read for a start. So
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
Oh, that's hard work.
Yeah.
Look, in my illustrious career, I've motor racing to me is about the car that finishes first wins,
Right.
and everybody else is a loser.
Okay.
So, if you're happy sandbagging and winning a sandbagging race, or finishing 8th all the time,
Yes.
versus a guy who wins 8 races and then smokes his car, and that's what a championship's all about.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's roll with the punches, bro.
One other one, Steve. I've got a question that probably you're best to answer this because you've been in the Central Muscle Cars for a long time, and you've been in Group 2 all this time.
Yep.
3-time champion.
Yes.
Three in a row
Group
champion.
2, I've had some. Yeah,
Boom.
3 in a
Go
row
the Mighty
champion.
Mustangs.
Yeah, that's
But then
true.
going back,
Mustangs.
but going back to it is, and again, it's about consistency. I won
Yes.
those championships through consistency, not by winning races.
Yes.
You get rewarded for turning up and everything else. Maybe we need to look at our points, and there needs to be more of a point spread in the winners to the losers, because there's only minimal points, and there's minimal points for the qualifying. So that would spread it out. But we don't know. There's lots of things for discussion. Our AGM last year didn't happen because of COVID and stuff, but we've actually got a good group of people that actually want to go forward and change the club. Some of the people don't like the handicap racing, but that's what the spectators like. That's what people come along and look at, And if you can master as they say, sandbagging, but the sandbagging rule is because I've been accused many times myself of sandbagging, but you've got to remember that it's only a 1 second breakout rule.
Yep.
So if you decide to put on the brand new tyres and that's going to give you 1 second lead time, well, you better know what you're doing, because as soon as you go 1 second faster, you get a 30-second penalty. So all of a sudden you might get the checkered flag, but all the people here are going to see it, but on the points, but you're right at the back. So that's the 1 second breakout thing. And now, if we're going to talk about Clark and his sandbagging, he's mastered it because he's 800th of a second. Now that's good.
He's a man.
That is perfect.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, Clark. Stick around, mate. Come on, bro.
Oh,
Just about-
they're winding,
it's just about-
they're winding
it's just about a
Hopkins
wrap.
up no end. Yeah.
But and I've been accused of it many times
Yes.
and everything else. But it's the tyres for us in Group 2 will give us a 1 second lead time sort of thing. So
Okay.
for when we go into a handicap race for a Group 2 car, throw your new bags on. Go give it shit. And if you can keep it under 1 second, well, you might get a win. But we're all here for it. We all love to have a checkered flag. That's what we're all doing it for. It's
True. That was a pretty good diatribe you just produced there. But the question was going to
does
be
diatribe mean?
panel beater.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Group
allowed to say
2.
shit? Okay, say
I've
shit.
had some
Bull pucky.
fans
Yep.
say to me, "Look, is Group 2 going to stay? Because there's only 4 of you, basically." It's a difficult class to get people into, isn't it? Because they see the lure
Well, it's
of
actually-
Group 1. People like Boot.
Well, it's not even
You know,
a lure.
they work. I
It's-
want him. I want
in
to
all
take him
honesty,
on,
you'll
and
probably do
Foggy and Hopkins and all these others.
Oh, and knock their socks off. So if they think they can turn up here, Craig turned up in his first meeting. He destroyed a couple of cars. He was great. Foggy's turned up in his first round. Well, he made a complete ass of himself and crashed into everything he hit. I'm the panel beater and I fixed the car, so I actually know. So you can't just go and buy a car and turn up here and think you're going to come and
definitely
blitz
not.
everybody. You've got to know who you're racing with. There's people that you're racing around that you actually don't want to be around.
Okay, so does that mean Group 2 genuinely still has a place?
No,
Oh.
that would be open for discussion. If
Okay.
you're talking to me as a Group 2 racer,
Yes.
I think Group 2 has come to its end of its time.
Okay.
Now we have a Group 1, we have Group 1A, we have Group 1B, and we have Group 2. Well, maybe, this is only me speaking, maybe we just have Group 1 and Group 2, and the Group 1B is we were allowed to, put the better brakes in our cars, and we
Okay.
go and race with Group 1B.
Yep. But you'll need to change engines too, won't you? You'll need to up.
no.
Okay.
Got 'em up a bit.
Quite
little bit.
honestly, half of us
Turn
in
into
Group 2 are
11.
kicking Group 1B's ass. You know what I mean? Group 1B is just because they wanted a chocolate fish, you know? So,
Yeah.
so be it.
All right.
Love chocolate fish.
Yeah, they do love chocolate fish.
And real fish.
I asked
really do.
Angus about his mental game between what he used to race and what he's racing now, and he said he never even read the rules. But what about you? Because you've come from a completely different form of motorsport into central muscle cars. How did you get around it?
I got more black flags in my first year of racing V8 touring cars than I think anybody did for the whole
Right.
10 years of its.
So it took you a while to
huge
realise it's not
adjustment. Yeah, well,
speedway.
you can't punt cars off the end like Foggy still does, and you know it's completely
say
different.
black flag
It's a completely different.
Is that a
You know,
thing?
you can't.
Oh.
Going from the dirt
A
to the
dark
tar
flag.
seal is a complete transition. It's,
Okay.
it's a start. It's really start again. You know, unless you're naturally talented, which I wasn't. So the speedway suited my personality in the old days.
Yes.
A bit angry and a bit toey. And then
now?
you can't introduce that into this. I tried, didn't work.
So you're no longer angry.
Oh shit, no, I'm just a
Cruiser.
Mr. Love. Just
Really?
cruising. Yeah.
You share it around?
Oh, just, I love everybody. I'm just cruising along. Yeah.
You need to change the colour of your car to something more flowery, I think.
Yeah, we could do that. We could change the
Yeah,
green.
yeah.
I think so. And
But no, seriously. But hey, look at Porter. I mean, he was champion in the
Trucks,
modifieds
utes.
and the trucks,
Yeah.
and just comes into this class. We talk about, you know, it takes a while. Comes in here and
Going
he's
good.
snapping at everybody's heels. So
Yeah.
you know, he's obviously got
Yeah.
natural ability.
And
Don't-
you two
don't
are
tell
having
him
a
that, though, just keep
ripper
him
of a
quiet,
race,
though.
didn't
He's
you?
got a big head, you know.
yeah, today you two.
Very big
In
head.
fact, the whole season you two have been
Yeah. So
going
it's
at each
quite
other.
ironic, you know. So the
Yeah.
late Clark Proctor, he wanted to be as part of that as well. So
Yes.
I could just imagine Clark there. There'd be three of us chopping each other up. So
Yes, with him
it was
either
always
behind or in front
it was
going, I don't
always
want to
the
be part of
plan.
that.
It was always the plan, you know.
Yes.
Of course, Clark was going to beat us all. Of course, the whole and Foggy, he's going to clean us all up. That's
Yes.
another story. But
Yeah.
But he's also going to buy your car because
yeah,
you're
he
going
was
to
too.
give up.
That's right. I was going to give up. So yeah, well, don't worry. After that Manfeild escapade over there, taking that middle wall out over there, the thought was there.
Have
But,
you put your helmet on since that incident, which was our first round, and gone, am I doing the right thing?
No, absolutely not. I mean, seriously, the car's built so safe. I mean, Timo's built the best car. It's so safe. It didn't. It was a fright. It didn't hurt. You know, haven't even thought twice about going past that particular part of the track again. Give Gary a pretty wide berth today, though, a couple of times.
Me too.
Just quietly. And but yeah, no, you don't even think that. I mean, it's like falling off a horse. You're going to get back on it again, aren't you?
Okay.
You know, you see these guys that have massive pranks, break all their legs and arms and stuff.
Yes.
They get back on there, whatever chosen sport they've got. So yeah. No,
I
just
can't
back
remember
into
if you've had any absolute ripper ones that might have put you off the sport. Have you had any major, like ones where you've gone, hang on, is this enough?
One in particular.
Hang
That
up the helmet?
Bad Super Tourer one at Highlands.
That's right.
That
yes.
was the end.
Yes.
That was
Was
the
it?
end.
You thought that's it.
That's it.
I'm hanging
I
up the
didn't
helmet.
think it was. I publicly declared that was
Yep.
it, but it
Yep.
didn't get aired.
Yep.
And my sponsor at the time convinced me to keep going, and Steve helped me fix the car.
But it was
and
quite
here we
ironic.
still
And now
going.
we've got
And here you
to
are,
put up
yeah.
with him still.
I'm
Yeah.
still-
Yeah.
All the men are still going.
But the ironic thing was, it was my first time ever driving in Highlands, so I had the master here take me around in the truck to show me the lines of the track. And for whatever he said to me, he said, whatever you do, make sure you don't go wide around here because this wall's going to bite you.
What do you do?
What did he do?
Yeah.
Went
Monkey see,
wide
monkey
and,
do.
You know, you've got
Yeah.
to take your own advice sometimes.
Yeah, what did Angus do? Yeah.
Went wide.
You're not great at taking your own advice though, often, are you?
Not anybody's advice, really.
No.
Maybe you should ask Tracy about that.
Maybe.
She'd be the
I
best
wouldn't.
witness. She'd
I
be the
wouldn't.
best witness for that.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, look, I think that'll do us for now because this, everyone, was a trial session for a road show. I think it's worked. I don't know if I'll ask these guys back. We might try and find some new ones at the next round, which is where Pukekohe, isn't it? In 3 weeks?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
3 weeks' time at
Read into that what you
Pukekohe.
wish.
Yeah, that we will have another special NAPA road show. I think it'll improve itself in time. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. We'll see you again very soon.